Hi guys, hello, hello. It's Darlene with Chocolate Tour. Happy Thursday. We're doing the angel finally. Yay. So many people have sent me messages. When are you doing the angel? I got hair in my mouth, sorry. And my dogs are barking. There's trash trucks out there. My neighbor's trash trucks are picking up. Mine are on Wednesdays. So we have a couple different trash companies here, not just one. But anyways, guys, we're doing the angel transfer. It is a size C transfer. I've already cut it in half, and the back of them are now yellow. Oops. Yes, the back are yellow, so we know which side to not put it back on when we're done. Okay, these are reusable, so you can use them over and over. I'm going to make several of these for my craft show. I cut out the cute little angel in the center. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I have like a hair from my hair in my mouth. Okay, so the center of it, the angel. So I cut her out, and I also cut out her hair, and then a little heart. Okay, these are Chocolate Tour wings. I will have a little angel that is like uh, that's like all one piece with holes in it. I'll have that available. I can't just sell the wings. You have to get those from Chocolate Tour, but I have a bunch of those. So I have this kit. Okay, so I'm going to be selling the kit. I have the transfer. I have the angels. If you already have the wings, then you'll be able to get just this part if you want to. I'll post it over in Shopify. It's not there yet. Okay, so in the VIP group, this whole kit will post, and you can get it with or without chalk paste. Okay, so this is really a cool little thing. This one I messed it up on the back. I cut it into pieces instead of it being solid. Okay, so it's gonna have layers. All right, so it has a little beaded area, and then it has another solid area. I have to figure out colors on all of this. So I'm thinking I just want to do just white and gray is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do white and gray. And then the center is going to be white, and we're going to chalk on it. So this is our part to chalk our angel on. Okay, so this part comes out. So you could potentially do this and then put another, what I can do, guys, is I'll make this part available so that you can have this big frame and swap that out. Okay, so it's not exactly the size of, it's a little bit longer. It just is. It just ended up being that way. It's a little bit longer, isn't it? Maybe not. Oh, I lied. Okay, so maybe the other one is. Maybe this is the one I didn't adjust. Anyways, I'm going to make it so that this part's available so that you can also just purchase these and swap out your frame once you've invested in the frame. Okay, and then you have a choice on the frame. Okay, so if you're watching, just say hello. I'm just kind of explaining this. I'll probably go over it again. So when this is all glued together, it's like a picture frame. Okay, and if you have to tape this part in, sometimes it might be a little bit loose depending on how you hang it. If you hang it on the wall upright, you're going to want to put a little piece of blue painter's tape behind it. If it's so you have a choice. So you can either have it hang on the wall. Remember these little sawtooth hangers? Okay, so you can have it with a sawtooth hanger on it, or you can have it with the stand. Okay, so I'm going to include the stand. Okay, so you won't be able to do both because the stand will stick out. I'll show you how to do this. It has the little pieces. So this makes the little kickstand. Okay, so you have to choose which one you're going to do. If you're going to do this one, then it just kind of fits in the back like that. The little things go like that, and the kickstand goes in between, so it can stand up on a shelf. Okay, this one I'm going to do mine for hanging because at my craft show I wanted to hang, but I did want to show you this, and this will be included. So you could save this and use this on a different project if you didn't want to use it on this. So you have to decide if you want to do hanging, or if you want it for a shelf, okay? But you can always save that and use it for something else. So anyways, say hello if you're watching. I'm so excited for this project. It's going to kind of come together as we're doing it. I'm kind of thinking I want to just do the heart with gold, and I'll just use our nominee. So our colors that I'm going to use are nominee, eucalyptus, bark for the hair, and I have peachy keen for her skin color. And then to painting, I want her dress to be like a mauve color is what I want. It'll go really good with the eucalyptus because her dress is just kind of outlined on the transfer. Her dress is just kind of an outline. It's not filled in, so you would want to paint it first. And I don't want it to just be the background color. So anyways, it's going to all come together. The frame's going to be white, and the bead part will be gray. It's going to look good. I promise. I'm excited about it. Anyways, how are you guys? Happy Thursday. It is Thursday already. Let me just move these to the side because we have to do a little bit of painting. I am actually going to base coat even the wings. So these are the Chocateur plastic cutouts that they have. They're chalkable. I like to put some paint on them. I don't always like to just chalk right on them. So we'll paint all these things. So we'll give everything a base coat. On the little angel part, it's scored, so you can see where the dress part is. So we'll be really careful about that. I'm excited about this. Are you excited about this one? I had lots of people ask, and I do have chalk paste colors. I don't have gold, but I have shimmer harvest. Okay, so that's a yellow shimmer. It will be fine. If you have gold, use gold, but I do have chalk paste. So for those that are new, you can just purchase, you can purchase it with chalk paste and a squeegee. Okay. So anyways, it will post at 7:15 over in my VIP group. Let me just move that to the side and let me see who's here. Let's see who's here this morning. I'm so excited about this one. I did get my big order yesterday. It did not come before my husband got home, but it came late last night. So he was asleep on the couch. So I was able to just bring in some of them and put some of them in the garage. Oh yeah. I wish they would come early. It would be nice. It would be nice. All right, let me see comments here. Let me share this to VIP group. How is everybody? We have a sale this weekend on Sunday. We have a chalk paste sale. I did post that. So I did, it is for customers only. I did have somebody ask if designers can attend, and designers aren't supposed to be in VIP groups. So if you're a designer in my VIP group, please remove yourself or send me a message if you have a question about that. If you have a question about that, because I have allowed some of my own designers to stay in so they can learn stuff. But if you're a designer in someone's VIP group, you're not supposed to be in there. So anyways, let me just share this over to VIP. So that question was asked, and I'm kind of I'm being nice about it because it's just the fact that we're not allowed. It's the way that compliance has set it up, and it's not compliance anymore. It's the advisory board. It's the way the rules are. We're not allowed to be in each other's VIP groups. That's just the way it is. We should be buying from ourselves. Okay, so you shouldn't be buying transfers or chalk paste from another designer unless it's like something retired that you cannot get your hands on, and you can send them a message and say, hey, do you have this? And they don't have to sell it to you at designer pricing. They don't. If they bought it to sell to customers, then they can charge you customer pricing, and that is approved by corporate. So just so you know, they don't have to give you designer pricing. We checked that out. Let me see who's here. Hello, Doris. How are you, my sister? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Deb, my other sister. How are you guys? Hope your market went well yesterday. Hi, Betty. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning, Laura. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, Mary Lee. Hi, Sylvia. Thankful Thursday. Yes, I'm thankful for so many things. I tell you. And so many people have had health issues lately. So I'm so grateful that my health is as good as it is. Hi, Karen West. Thanks for sprinkling, Cynthia. Hi, Janine. Good morning. How do you order the wings? Um, okay, so if you want the wings, if you just want the wings, you get these through Chocolate Tour. If you want the whole kit, I have the kit for you with the wings. Okay, so this whole thing with the wings is available through me. I purchased extra wings so I could sell you these with the kit. So if you already have the wings, then you can purchase this wood kit. I will put that on Shopify. Okay, so but I can't sell. It's such a hard thing. I cannot sell Chocolate Tour stuff on a website. Okay, so I can sell my wood cutout on a website. In the VIP group, there will be a link that you can purchase the whole kit. It will post at 7:15, so in a half an hour it'll post. Um, Hi Pam, how are you? Hi Marianne. Carrie, your son is your sidekick as far as your truck deliveries go. He brings them in while you distract. You're so funny. I love that. That's so good. I wish that worked. Our house is so small. There is no distracting. But hubby was asleep, and so I was able to bring in 2 boxes, and the rest are in the garage, locked. Oh my goodness! And they're big boxes. They're big boxes. I'm like, wow. It's because I got the gingerbread houses in. So I was able to look at them. They're so cute. So I will figure out what we're going to do with that. I have more people that want them than I have enough for. And the transfer did sell out. What I'm going to try to do is I'll go on the Chocolate Tour website and I'll try to get some more of the transfers. Somebody has to have them. Someone's hiding them. So hi Julie, hi Betty, hi Bridget. How are you guys? Okay, let's get started. Let's get started on this. I love this. I'm anxious for this too. Yeah. It should be fun. Okay. Here's our little angel. Okay. So she's gonna fly away. We're gonna paint. So we need to paint. We got a bunch of painting to do. We have the whole frame. We'll probably end up putting this on a separate little cardboard piece. Let's get our big board out. The things that we need to paint the frame. So see, there's pieces. Okay, so this frame, we've done frames like this before, just on a smaller size. So this is large. This is a little bit smaller than a size B, but most size Bs there's room around it. So like if you want like this, it's gonna do the entire area that has chalking on it. Okay. So it's going to cover that. Most size Bs don't have like a design all the way to the side. Okay, so we need to do white, but we're going to chalk on that. This will be solid white. This will be gray. The background will be white. But we only have to do this area. We don't have to do the whole thing. And guys, you know what? I made a mistake when I was cutting this out. This is supposed to be scored. This is mine. I'll be selling it, but what I had to do was I had to glue it together, so I had to put things. So if you're looking at going, why are those there? Yours won't be like that. It won't be cut all the way through, but that's my fix because I wasn't going to throw it away. Okay, so let's get painting. Got a lot to paint today, guys. Let me bring my board up. Hi Tony, how are you? Hi Chris. Alrighty, here's my board. I could have pre-painted, but I wanted you to see how it all comes apart. Okay, so, oops, there goes my white paint. Oh my goodness, there's just not enough room. And there's puppies down here sleeping on the floor. Stubby's down here. He might start snoring. It might be one of those days. Okay, so I actually think we're gonna have to paint this in sections. Okay, so let's get the stuff done that we can. And then we'll bring up the other stuff. Hey, let's do this. Let's put our angel in the center. Let's get these things going. I'm going to do gold on my heart. And I do want to do the wings. So I'm just going to stick these in here to paint for right now. So here we go. Gray on the outside part. And then we'll bring the other parts in. Like I said, I should have probably pre-painted, but I didn't want to. I wanted to show you guys everything. So I need a bunch of white. And then I'll need gray. We get another dish. I'll need gray. So I'm just using slate gray. Okay. And I'll probably ink the edges on that too. You can do yours any color that you want. And where's my brushes? I had brushes out here. They jumped. They're somewhere. Who knows where my brushes are? Okay, so white. We're gonna do the other one. The other background part's all white. So we need a lot of white. All right. So, and white always needs a second coat because it's not going to show through. I mean, it's sorry. The gray is going to show through. All right. So if you want to paint this another nice color would be the eggshell blue. I debated, but I really want it to kind of be neutral, and I thought the gray would be nice and neutral. Okay, so this will actually go pretty fast. And I am going to base coat my wings, even though they're white. I do want to put white paint on them because I just want it to all be the same white. Okay, so white and white. And the dress part, remember, I want the dress part to be my mauve color, but I'm going to base coat it with white first. Okay, so I want it to really stand out. The hair I'm going to chalk with my brown paste. So I'm just going to do her all in white, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the mauve part really carefully. Okay, so hi Karen Ross, how are you? Hi Tony. Did I ever say hi? I probably did. I just want to make sure I say hello. How's your week going, everybody? What do you have planned this weekend? Who has plans this weekend? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing that I'm going to be jealous about, because I am just going to be painting. I have my Punch-A-Cup on Saturday, and then on Sunday I have my chalk paste sale, and I'm making product for my craft show. So 2 weeks from today, I set up my craft show. So I have to get going on that. Have to get going and make sure that I have. Oh, there's my paintbrushes that I needed. Okay, I'm gonna do my little heart with the gold. So this is our shimmer. You know what? I need to scooch this up so you can see everything. There we go. Okay, so this is just our nominee. I'll put 2 coats of the gold on here so that she's gonna be holding a gold heart. We'll be chalking some of this stuff with gold. Her wings will be chalked with gold. And there'll be like some little highlights that'll be chalked with gold. Okay, now I need another paintbrush for the gray part, the beaded part. Okay, so we're just painting if you just hopped on, we are painting our frame. And we have to do it in pieces because it's big. This is the biggest frame that we've done before. So we usually do smaller ones. This is like a large size, large scale. And you can just do the angel on a chalkboard if you want to. You don't have to do the frame. I will have all of that, the angel parts, available on my Shopify website. They're not there at the moment because I was really tired last night, but I did get it so that the whole kit will post. If you want the whole kit with this frame part, it will post in the VIP group. Okay, it takes a lot of wood, so it's not inexpensive because it takes a lot of wood, but the great thing is that you'll be able to change out that center piece and put any size B in there. So that's a good thing. So in the future, if you want to swap it out, you can do that. Here comes another holiday. You can take that out. The angel really is timeless. The angel could be in there forever, year round. It is not seasonal. It is just an angel. So honestly, you could keep it in there all the time. Okay, I want to make sure all my lines are out of this. I'm going to stand up, and that's going to be that. And then let's see. Let's do one more coat on this part. I want this to be really solid white. Okay. And then my wings are drying slowly. So the wings are the Chocateur plastic cutout. So it is not drying as quickly as the wood. The wood soaks up your paint. Okay, so the wood dries really quickly. I'm going to get my heat gun. We're going to dry this. I'm going to paint. I'm going to get a small brush, and I'm going to paint my little angel. I need to paint her dress because I want it to be like a mauve color. So I'm going to paint that. The wings are still drying, but let's use our heat gun. We'll probably put a second coat on the gold also. Okay, so what about the angel L'Homme Pour Sale? The angel by herself, and the heart and the hair will be available. Yes. The wings are Choc Couture. I do have a whole wings with angel cut out because that's not just the wings. It's a whole assembly. I will have that, and it has little holes so it'll hang. I'll have that part available in on the website. It's not there yet. So yes, that part will be available. So if you just need the angel part, you will be able to get just the angel part. So I just have to look at pricing. A lot of times when it's something small like that, I'll do, okay, there's 2 angels and the heart, and it's going to be $5. Okay, so it's really hard because shipping. I know you guys, when you go on there and buy stuff and you're like, oh, shipping adds up. Well, make sure that you're just ordering a bunch of things instead of one thing. If you're ordering just one thing, you're going to pay shipping over and over and over. So I always say, get the most for your money, and you can just add things to your cart and it will stay there. Okay, that is not dry. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Sarah's doing a vendor show on Saturday. Yay, that's awesome. And Cheryl, your stepdaughter's getting married. How fun! Where's the wedding at? Is the wedding there in your area? How fun is that? It's a good time of the year for that too. It's not too hot. It's started to cool down. Perfect weather, right? Okay. All right. I do want to put a second coat on the gold really quick. So this is just our nominee chalk paste. Or if you want to use gold, if you don't have nominee, then just use gold paint. That's fine. I'm looking for a paper towel. I don't have one out for my paintbrushes yet. Let's get one. Let's get one somewhere. Let's do it right here. Okay. Now, what I need to do on this is I'm going to scooch this up because look at I got some. Oh, maybe I just didn't get the corner. I'm like, I got some on there. There we go. All right, so I want to paint my little angel. I want it to be this color. It's like a mauve. It's called blush pink. But if you remember blue and mauve way back when, it's about that color. So I'm going to grab a little brush, and it is scored. So I scored it for a reason so that I could paint. My hand's a little shaky. I did have coffee already this morning. Okay, so I want her dress to be pink. Okay, so like a mauve pink color. The transfer only does the outline. So, and that's if I'm lucky, if I got it all lined up right. So I'm going to just paint her dress. Her dress is going to stay this color. I'm going to see if I have to do 2 coats. And we'll be chalking her arms and her face with our Peachy Keen, which is a lighter color. It's more of a flesh color. So I want to make sure that I get her little dress done because it's going to stay this color. So we're not going to be chalking over it. Does that make sense? You can't really see. You cannot even see what I'm doing. Here. I'm painting the little angel. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just can't even. So I just have a little angle brush and I'm just painting her little dress. And if you have questions, pop them in there. So in my VIP group is where the kits will pop up. Let me put my VIP group in here for you guys. So that, oopsie, turn that volume down, Darlene. I'll pop it right in here. It is up at the top, but I'm going to make it easy for you guys. So at 7:15, which is in 17 minutes, it will post over in the VIP group kits. But there's plenty, so don't stress. You don't have to hurry. You don't have to rush over there. You can keep watching this. I think I have 20 kits available. And you know what, guys? Like I said before, we just cut. We don't have the wood just sitting there. We cut the wood as the orders come in. Okay, so if you order, your order's not always going to go out the same day, but we're 100% caught up with everything. Everything has been processed. Everything that was missing from anything is already either gone out or ready to go out. So we are completely caught up. So today, if you order today, it most likely will go out today. Most likely. So depending on what time you order. Postman's been coming early, which trips me up. Okay, so there I have the dress. I have the dress all painted. So I'm going to dry that really quickly, and then we'll bring the other part of the frame in, and we'll get the frame part glued together, and then we'll chalk on the back part. Okay, so I don't need that for the moment, but I do need to dry this. I'm trying the heart too, because I did put a second coat of Nominee on there. So, I mean, I could have pre-painted everything and just glued it together, but I like you guys to see the process too. I missed the edges. Let me just get the edges really quick. There we go. Okay. I'm looking at going, you should stand up so you can see the areas that you missed, Arlene. That would be a good thing. All right. Okay, I think we're dry. Okay, so let me do this. Let's take these pieces off. The pink color is, it's called blush pink, but you could use any pink. This is a good pink. This pink will go with eucalyptus really well. So that's why I took, this is Marvelous. If you don't have blush pink, pull out your Marvelous if that's the color that it is. Okay, these, we're going to chalk on. Our wings we're going to chalk on. I'm going to set these to the side for un momento. And this, we need this paint without spilling it. And then we got to take these off. Okay, so these ones are painted. These are going to get glued onto our frame. Let's bring in the other parts of our frame. So I'd like to teach you the whole thing. I know, sometimes it's boring to see this part. You can fast forward through it. You can always come back and you can fast forward through this. Okay, this is just going to be white. The whole thing is going to be white. I'm going to grab a bigger brush. And let me just do this. I don't need gray anymore. I'm going to grab a bigger brush. This entire thing is white. Okay, so if you want to put any other things in there, if you want to do any dry brushing, I would do it on this part, like on the back part. This is the center that's going to be chalked on. So you want it to really just be solid color. You're going to be chalking your pattern on that. I'll make these available so that you can get extras. So that there's extra inserts that are going to go in here. Okay, so let's get this part done. I try to go around the outside part and get the outside and then just carry it into the inside. And I'll do like pretty quick sweeping motion to kind of get it smoothed out. Yeah, I just need to pour some paint on there. That's what I need to do. Come on. And let's get some over here. This whole thing is going to be white. Okay. So you, like I said, you can do any color you want. That's totally up to you. If you want to do black and gold, that would be gorgeous too. If you want to do light buttermilk, definitely can do that. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure I get all of my brush strokes going in one direction. Okay, then I'm going to get this all smoothed out, go out to all my corners. Like I said, I might dry brush this part. So the only part that's going to show on this is right on the corners. I am just going to paint the whole thing. You don't have to do that. You don't have to paint the center. You can paint just the outside parts if you want. And I'll probably dry brush some gray on there or some zinc, which is a darker color. Got way too much, guys. I never do that, do I? I never do that. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, so carefully go around the circle. The circle is there so you can pop the piece out when you put your little piece in. Sometimes it's really tight in there. And so I didn't want you to have to sit and pick at that. So there's a hole there so that you can pop out the center part. Okay, let's get all of our lines down. Like I said, I accidentally cut this one apart. This will be going to my craft show though. Nobody's going to know. No one's going to know that it was accidentally all cut to pieces. It was only supposed to be scored. Yep. Okay, we'll put a second coat over here. This one is drying already. Let's just go ahead and get a second coat in there. And then we're dry. And then we'll glue together. Okay, so we'll be chalking on this part. The other part is just going to be our frame. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi Sarah. Hi Terry. Hi Tina. If you have questions along the way, just let me know. This is our frame. You'll understand once I start gluing it together how it all works. Okay, let's dry all this. Let's get this dry. We'll see what we need to do. And the reason I'm just painting it all white is because it's easier to paint the whole thing. If you don't want to waste paint, you don't need to do the entire thing. You can just do part of it. Isn't it fun to watch paint dry? Not. I'm being silly. Oh my goodness, and my board's like all crooked. So this is the biggest frame that I've made so far. It takes 2 sheets of the wood. So it takes a little bit of wood, guys. So I'm going to be putting the second coat on the little rectangle right here, the one on the left. I'll put a second coat so that it's completely solid. This part is fine. I just need to get it dry. And we'll kind of dry brush a little bit with a darker gray. So, like I said, most of it is not going to show. Let's get this completely dry. Then we'll put another coat because we really want that to. That's our canvas basically to paint on. Okay, so we're prepping everything. Sometimes I just come on and everything is already painted, but other times I like to show you exactly how to do all this. Let's get a little bit of paint out there. Oh, who was that? Was that my Tubby? Stubby's over here. Lately, he's been wanting to be in here. Remember when he used to just be on the bed? I remember when Bailey used to snore. Oh, I miss my baby. Yeah, my dogs, man, it's now I just have toddlers basically. Marley and Chloe are like they're in their terrible twos. They're so naughty sometimes. They just really are. They're really like naughty toddlers. I love them though. Thank you. This is the new heat gun. Yes. For etching. Do I use this for etching? I guess you could. I haven't done etching for a long time. So this is a heat gun that I swapped it out. I took my old heat gun up to my cabin. It's the one that's more noisy. I took it up there and left it. This one's a little bit more quiet. This is the Wagner one that I posted the link to. So you can do etching with etching cream, but you don't dry it. So I'm not sure. Do you mean embossing? Maybe you mean embossing, not etching. You can do embossing with this for sure. Like if you're doing cards and you're doing embossing, this would be a good heat gun for that. Okay, I think we're dry. Okay, so this is our almost. It's not quite dry. Let's do it a little bit slower. Make sure you're moving it though. It's almost there. Almost. Because we're going to chalk on that, so we want to make sure it's 100% dry. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then we're going to glue this part together, the center part. We're gonna dry brush this though. No, not embossing. Oh, okay. I've never done etching with a heat gun, so I would love to learn about that. Yeah, I've never done embossing. I mean etching with a heat gun. Okay, I need this part. We're gonna chalk that, but let's glue this other part together so that it's ready for us. Okay, so I'm gonna take everything off the board. Oh no, I want to do some dry brushing really quick. Let's see. Change my mind. Where's my brush? Here's my brush. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of dry brushing. Let me grab a little paper towel. I'm gonna grab a paper towel. Just a little piece. Okay, I'm gonna scooch that up. And then I'm going to get some zinc. Zinc is just a different color. It's just a dark gray. So I'm gonna put a little bit of gray on here. How high it gets. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. I would have to read. It just has hot and cold. It's pretty hot. There's steam coming off of it. Can you see that steam rising off of there? It's pretty darn hot. Yeah, I'm always really careful where I set it. I set it down on the floor. You wouldn't want to sit on your carpet. In the back room, I have a mark from it like getting my carpet melted. My embossing gun, or my there I go again. My heat gun in the back room. I made the mistake. This is zinc, is the color. I made the mistake of setting it down on my carpet, so there's a burn mark. It gets really hot. Okay, so let's get some of this on here. I should have just put it directly onto my brush. Silly girl. I just want a little bit, okay? So I'm just going to do my edges, get off a lot of that. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. I just want a little bit to show underneath, okay? So I want my edges to have this showing underneath them. Does that make sense? I didn't want it to just be plain white, okay? So I'm just putting a little bit right there. Says somebody's at my front door. Probably not. Message coming across. Okay, so this is just going to be underneath, because I just wanted it to be a little something under there. Okay, let's dry that really quick. I have all my brushes over here, they're just kind of teetering. All right, we'll glue it together. I know this angel is going to be gorgeous. Can't wait to put it in here. Okay, so you don't have to do this part if you don't want to. You don't have to do the dry brushing. Okay, let me move my board carefully, and we're going to glue this together so it's ready for our little angel when we're done, okay? And I'll probably put on my heat gun, I'm going to do the little sawtooth hangers on the back, but I'm not going to do them right now. We're going to glue this part on. So here's how this goes. This is going to go like this, and then this is going to be here, a solid white. Okay, so see how my background is? Ooh, guys. I need to wipe that off really quickly. I obviously, there was some wet paint there. Okay, let me get that off of there. You know, I can't do anything without making a mess. Okay, that's going to go right there. Okay, so, and then when we chalk, our center part is going to fit right in there. Does that make sense? And if you have to, you're going to put a little piece of blue painter's tape to hold it in, depending on if you have it hanging on a wall, then, and it's hanging like upright, you're going to need to have some help because it will come out. If it's at an angle on your table with the kickstand, it's going to be fine. Okay, so let's put some glue. And I did notice there's some paint that went down in the side. Sometimes if you have paint that, like if you're sloppy like me sometimes, you might want to clean that out of there because it might not make it, it might make it so that it doesn't fit as nicely. But I think it's okay. You just have to be careful when you're painting that you don't get gobs of it in there. Just going to get some glue on here. And this way, this can be drying while we're chalking the rest of our project. Okay, so we're basically making our frame so that we can use this for many projects. So we can pull this out and use it on another project. I probably won't because I'm going to take this to my craft show and I'm going to make a couple of these. So I probably will not have them as interchangeable because they're just going to be at my craft show. But I might keep one for me. I'm going to make at least 3 so that I have extras. Okay, let's glue this down. I'm just going to draw a line with my glue. And then a good thing to do is to tape it in place with blue painter's tape so that it doesn't move on you. That's always a good idea. The other thing would be to use a little bit of hot glue so it stays, but we're not going to do that this time because by the time that we get this part back to this part, it should be dry. I think. I don't think we're going to need blue painter. Maybe we are. I don't know. I don't want it to move for sure. But see how that is? Look how nice that is. That is really nice. I like that. My camera needs to be adjusted just a little bit. But it's... Let me see if I can move it. There we go. Okay, so press down. Make sure it's all pressed down. And I do see that I have glue coming here. You don't want glue in the corners. Okay, that will keep your project from going down properly. Everything looks really good. And there was etching, or I'm sorry, there wasn't scoring on there so that you can see exactly where it's supposed to be. Everything looks good. If I can find a nice flat place to put this over here, then it will be perfect. Okay, I'm going to try to swap out everything that I have over here. Here comes my angel. I'm doing this all one-handed, and I'll set this over here, and it can be drying. Isn't that cute? I love the colors. I think it looks great because it is, you know, it's just basic colors, okay? So it will go with pretty much anything. So I'm going to put that over there, and I do have, okay, making sure I have everything. Okay, let's do our chalking. Okay, so this is what we got to do, guys. Let's do the background first. We need to do all this. So this goes first. And it doesn't say that. It doesn't say 1 or 2. But this goes first on here. And then there are some little details. So we're going to do the background color is going to be with our eucalyptus. And then we're going to do all of this. And you know what? I missed. Let me see if I have some of my... I missed the corner on that. Missed the corner. How did I do that? I missed like this side right here with my pink color. That is not pink. Guys, it's okay because we are going to chalk it in gold. We're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it. Okay, so I need to fuzz this. All right, so I'm going to fuzz on my t-shirt because my fuzzing cloth is buried over there. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to fuzz it on my t-shirt a couple of times. My fuzzing cloth is buried. And just going to fuzz it a couple of times. It actually isn't super duper sticky. And then just center it. Okay? Oh, look at that. Yeah. I always do that, don't I? I'm like, why do I do that? And I'm shedding and there's a hair on there. And I have to pick the hair off. Oh my goodness, Darlene. Okay. Well, it might just be in my thing. It's just one hair. Or maybe 2. Holy cow, guys. I guess I'm shedding. Yeah, there's a couple of hairs in there. Don't do that. Don't do that if you're shedding. Okay, so get it centered. And I'm centering the wings is what I'm doing, guys. I'm going to center the wings on here. It's okay if the entire thing is not covered. I do want my angel close to the bottom. So I'm actually going to put my angel all the way to the bottom, and up at the top up here, I probably will just do some of my eucalyptus. I'll just kind of dab my eucalyptus. This had to be a certain shape because of it being rectangle. It had to be a certain shape. I thought I could get that hair out of there. We go. Okay. All right, it's gonna be really pretty. So what I wanted to do was get my angel wings in there, centered, and pretty much this covers the whole thing. I'm gonna grab eucalyptus. Okay, so all the background part is gonna be eucalyptus. You can do any color you want. I kind of debated on eggshell, but I think eucalyptus will look better with the mauve color. Okay, so then grab a squeegee. Of course, I don't have them ready. Here we are. And spread. Okay, so spread quickly. If you need to just do a small area, do a small area and then come back and peel. Chalk and peel, chalk and peel if you need to. If it's starting to dry on you. Okay, I think I can do the whole thing. I'm going to use big sweeping motions to get this whole thing covered, and then I'll put the excess back in the jar. So this is eucalyptus. Like I said, any color, storm would be a good color. Your, like a light blue, your eggshell blue would be good. Okay, now I'm going to scrape off all the excess. Okay, and I'm going to do it quickly. And then I'm going to peel this. And I'm going to kind of fill in the top part there because it is taller than the transfer. That's just the way the frame worked out with all the bead stuff on it. Okay, so peel this off. And then look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so cool. If you want to, you could like put, let's do this. Let's just go like this. And let's put this right up at the top, right like that. And we're just going to, let's just chalk that little area there. I just turned it upside down. And we're just going to chalk that top area, just like that. It just kind of fills it in a little bit. There we go. So it looks like it was meant to be that way. And if you want to just tap some more in there, you can totally do that. I just have my little squeegee here. And then we're going to dry. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. This is reusable. Don't throw it away. Once upon a time, a friend did a class, and their people were used to doing the Cricut stencils, and they threw them all away. That's reusable. We're going to wash it. And let's go ahead and let's dry. Okay? So we'll dry, and then we'll put some details on there. Hi, Carol. How are you? I never wax. Some people wax all the time. I hate the look of wax in California. Everything gets all glossy. I don't like it. So I never wax my stuff. Never, ever. So some people do. Some people like that look. But I don't like the shiny look. I like it to be more of a matte. And here in California, where sometimes at craft shows it can be 113 degrees outside, your stuff starts getting shiny again. I don't want the wax to be all melty. So no, I don't wax it. It didn't hurt it, did nothing to it. So, but if you are a person that waxes all the time and you want to, keep doing that. It's up to you. Totally up to you. So I'm not going to tell you not to. Okay. So sometimes it will start to bow when it gets wet like that. A lot of chalk paste on it. That's okay. So the parts on this that we're going to do later, we're going to do, see these little details here? We're going to do that later. But first we need to do our wings. And then we need to do our angel. Maybe we should do our angel first, and then we'll do our wings. Okay, the heart is done. The heart's done. Our little angel, we're going to, let's do her first, and then we'll do the wings. We can't do them both because there's an offset. Okay, so when you have a cutout, there's like an offset. Thought you had to get a smooth application. Yeah, it's a completely smooth application. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, you don't wax either. Let's see. Yeah, if you want to wax it, you can. There's a lot of people that do. But honestly, it's totally up to you. I don't like the look of it because I don't like shiny things. I like mine to just be a matte finish. So, totally up to you. If you want to wax it, go ahead. If you live in an area where it's extremely hot, then you might reconsider that because it's going to get hot and glossy again. You know what? Sometimes it's easier to flip this over. I need to get my angel right in the center. And sometimes it's easier to just lay it like this. We are going to do the hair separate. Okay, so the hair is a separate piece right here. Okay, so let me see here. Okay. So now I'm going to do gold down the sides. Here comes the part where we need our chalk paste. So I have different colors. I do have my little squeegees. These are our multi-tools. Okay, so I need to get in here and do the flesh color. This is going to be my Peachy Keen. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the hair part. I'm going to be really careful not to get the hair, okay? So the hair we're going to do as a separate piece, okay? If you want to, you could just paint the hair, but it does have some little details on it. So I'm going to get in here and do my face part. The angel doesn't actually have a face. It's just a blank face. It doesn't have like eyes or anything like that. Most angels do not. Okay. So when I did ornaments, sometimes people would say it needs eyes and nose and mouth, so I would add it for them. But for the most part, angels do not have faces. They are just like they don't have facial features. It just is the face with nothing on it. Okay, doing the arms. This is Peachy Keen. Okay, I'll probably be peeling in a second because it's starting to dry. So I'm just being really careful. We'll do the hair next. The hair piece is a separate piece. If you want to just do it all one piece, you can. Let's peel that up, and then we'll do the bottom part is gold. Okay, so there's our little face part and the arms. Okay, and now we're going to grab some of our gold. Okay, so you're going to go along the sides, and so her dress is going to be outlined in gold. That's why we wanted to paint it the color that we did, because we wanted to make sure that we had it a color, because you're not chalking that. You're just basically outlining it, and then she's going to be done. We'll do her hair, and then she's going to be holding a little heart. Okay, so there she is. There's that part. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to lay that back down. So there she is. There's her arms and her face and her neck. Okay, we're going to do the hair, and then we'll do our wings. No wax there either. Yeah, color on the heart. The heart is just nominee. Yeah, the heart is this. It's nominee. You can use just paint if you want to. Just use a gold paint. Yeah, Sue doesn't use wax either. Well, I've learned that I learned that like at one of my very first craft shows that I had my Chalk Couture stuff at, that the wax starts to get all melty, and my project sometimes could look splotchy. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Okay, so using bark, and then we're gonna do all of our gold part. Okay, we'll do our angel wings next, and then we'll go in and we'll put a little bit of detail on the edges of this part. Okay, so this will have a little bit of gold on it. All right, so trying to just get her hair and not her face. So she doesn't have a brown face. Trying really hard. These multi-tools are great for that. If you want to grab a detail tool, detail tools are even better. So just getting right to the edge of that, and then I'm going to pull out that little piece, and then we're going to do our wings. Okay, so there's her hair. And the reason I didn't just paint it brown was because I wanted the little details. See her hair? Isn't that cute? Okay, so she's got her hair right there, and she's going to be holding the little heart. Okay, so there's your little angel without her wings, and it's going to go right onto here. Okay, so see how it's all starting to come to life. Okay, now we need to do our wings. Okay, so our wings are going to fit in here. They do have a right and a left side, so you just have to be careful about that. I'm going to try to just put it in there and get it lined up. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that. So there is a little bit of brown down there on the corner from her hair. So I'll just have to be careful right there. Okay, and then let me get the other side in, and we'll do our wings. So if you want to wash this in between, you can totally do that. Okay, so these are the Chalk Couture surfaces. I cannot sell Chalk Couture wing cutouts. I can only sell theirs. I'm sorry, I cannot sell cutouts of this. I have to sell theirs. Okay, so does that make sense? So this is their wing cutout, and it actually is not the exact shape. Sometimes their shapes are off. This one's a little bit bigger than what the wing part should be, but it will work. Okay, so let's do it. And that was another reason for doing it white, was that I wanted to make sure that the background was white. Okay, so and we might go ahead and ink the edges if we have to. Okay, so here, take your nominee. That's our nominee. The nominee is a color that was available for a limited time only. If you didn't get it, then you're just going to use your Shimmer Gold. Okay, Shimmer Gold's still available. And with our stencils, you have to use chalk paste. There are some people that have used paint. It really damages them. Okay, so you would have to wash it immediately, and you still risk that you're going to damage the silk screen. So we never suggest that you use paint with this. You need to use chalk paste. So I have my chalk paste sale coming up. If you don't have any chalk paste yet, don't worry. I have my sale coming up on Sunday. You'll be able to grab some. You know, and these might have been flipped the opposite way. Who knows? So I might have my wings like flip flopped backwards. It's okay. She's still gonna fly just fine. Make sure you scrape all the excess off because you can use that on another project. We have plenty of other projects coming up. I cut out some other little Chocateur ornaments last night that are really, really super cute. So excited about them. And then we have the gingerbread houses coming up. I am not going to paint the gingerbread houses with chalk paste. I'm going to paint them with paint and then we'll chalk on them. Okay, so here's our little angel wings. There's one. And here's two. Okay, so there's the other one. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at all that detail. Look at the detail. There's a ton of detail on that. I love that. I love that. So everything is coming together nicely. Over here on our thing, everything's coming together nicely, but we do need to add some more gold to this. So we're going to use our little stencil. There's some little distressing marks. Yeah, it is a kit. It's going to be a kit. Surface is one that I created myself. So the surface is one I created myself. It's this is already posted over to the VIP group. Okay, let's dry this and then let's get a little bit of more gold on the back of that. So let's dry those wings so they don't fly away. No, so I don't touch them and mess up all that detail. So this is going to go in the little frame that we glued together. I do need to plug in my heat gun because we're going to do the little sawtooth hangers on the back. Okay, so that's all dry. Does anyone have a shelf hanging on the wall with paste or display or any other fun ideas? I have my one, well, kind of, sort of, but that has paint in it. You need to organize your chalk paste and make it more accessible. Yes, I know. I have it in my drawer. Mine are just in my drawer. Some people do have them on shelves. And Sarah says she made a holder. Yeah, I mean there's lots of ideas. If you ever want to just pop them in here, you are welcome to do that. I welcome anything that will be helpful to us. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. It does have some little distressing areas on it that are useful to use. And you can use them in different areas. Like, I'm going to be really careful up here. I'm going to take this and protect here. Okay, because I'm going to put this at the top. And see this little distressing area right here? I'm going to use this a couple of times. So this will be gold. It's just going to be, I'm going to put a little bit here. Okay, so take your squeegee. So it's just kind of here and there. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to put it over here on this side. So I'm going to very carefully, I'm going to just hold this and put it right here going this direction. You can do it however you want to, guys. All right, so I'm just kind of adding it in there. Okay, because I wanted some at the top like that. And then we have all this down here. So this goes all the way to the bottom. So now let's dry that so that those little areas don't get messed up when we do it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Send her a message and show it to her. Absolutely. If you want to post it on my page, that's absolutely fine. I'm all for, if you can be helpful in some way, I love that because, guys, we're all in this together. And we end up with tons of chalk paste and tons of transfers. Mine are not very organized. I wish I was more organized. There's some people that have a lot of room that have theirs hanging, and I just can't. Okay, so that's pretty dry, but not 100% dry. This is going to go all the way to the bottom. And there's some little distressing areas down here. So what I'm going to do is get that in place, and then I'm going to go over these areas. So it'll have some little flecks of gold here and there. I'm just going to dip my squeegee in here and then just go over those areas. It's hard to see the little open areas, but there are some open areas that are going to leave some gold here, some gold there. And then we'll dry it, and we're going to glue it together. Oh, I said I was going to plug in my glue gun. Let me do that. That would be a good thing. I'm going to need that. Okay, and if we need to reuse any of these little areas, we can. So go ahead and peel that off. And see how it just kind of adds a little bit. If you wanted some more somewhere, you can totally do that. Like if I want to add some more over here, I can just kind of lay that like that and go like this. If I want more gold in my thing. So just like that. Totally up to you. I think it has enough though now. I think that's probably enough. And plop that on there. Let's plug the glue gun in. And then we'll bring back our surface. And we're going to glue all this together. But I need a little bit of help on the back because I'm going to be gluing on the sawtooth hangers. Okay, so let's try this completely and we'll glue our little angel together. I think this is going to be so cute, guys. I can't wait. Oh, watch the okay, absolutely. You know, guys, that's a great thing is that the replays are always here. So you can come back and you can watch it. If you buy the kit, you can come back and watch this and you can paint along with it. I'm really feeling like I want to ink the edges. I just feel like it needs something on the very edges. Okay, so I'm going to take my ink pad and I'm going to go around the edges because I feel like it needs something there. And I know that the bottom of the angel touches, the bottom of her dress touches the bottom. So I'm going to also ink the bottom of her dress because I know that's going to be down at the bottom. Okay, and I do have a little bow that we're going to tie to put on where the heart that she's holding. Okay, so let's glue this together. Here's our little bow we'll tie. It's kind of just it has a little flecks of color in it, like maybe some metallic, and it's kind of see-through. It's like a see-through. Let me just tie a tiny little bow with this. You guys can skip this part if you don't want to do this. You can totally skip the bow. You tie it just like you tie your shoelaces. And yeah, I do feel like I kind of am. I'm a little bit of a professional at bows. I don't know. I have a lot of experience tying bows. I don't know. We tie hundreds and hundreds of bows every year, probably thousands actually, for ornaments. An angle and an angle. This is going to go on the little heart. Yeah, it's going to go right on the heart. Okay, so there's that. Let's glue this together. And if I wanted to, okay, so here's the issue with this. Glue is not going to stay on the wings, remember? So we're not going to be able to just glue the wings on. We're going to have to use these little the little foam pieces because plastic doesn't glue to this. You would have to use E6000. Plastic does not glue to that. It might stay for a little bit, but it's going to let loose on you. So we're going to be putting some of these little sticky things. These are just the little sticky foam things. You can get some over at the Dollar Tree. You can also purchase them. I posted the Amazon link, and you can just, they are just little foam things. Let's get her on first. She's going to be the center. We are going to use a little bit of hot glue to keep her down in place so she doesn't move around. So let's do this. Let's get our glue on there. We're going to put a couple of little dollops of hot glue on there to glue it in place right away. Okay, so let me see if my hot glue gun is, yeah, it is heated up. okay? This way it's not going to move, all right? But you don't want to just use hot glue because, guys, it's going to come loose on you and you're going to cry because your customer is going to tell you, or your sister or somebody's going to say, yeah, I loved it, but it didn't stay. The little angel popped off. So use both glues, okay? So the hot glue is going to grab that and it's going to hold it right away. The other glue is going to take about a day to completely dry, all right? So the wings are just going to go right in here. We do have to glue her hair on there. So let's get her hair in place and let's get the heart in place. I just wanted that to not move, okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm just telling you that hot glue sometimes will pop off at the worst time, and we don't want that to happen for customers, you know, or for a friend or for you. Okay, that's going to go right there. Okay, you do have to hot glue bows and stuff on. You could use some E6000, but okay, and then we're going to put the little things on the back of this. You don't need a lot. This will stay. These are little foam sticky things. So they're just the little squares. You can use them for scrapbooking. You can use them for mounting photos, things like that. Okay. So now let's just peel this off and let's get our little wings in place. This is the worst part, just peeling off these little sticky things, guys. If you want to ink the edges of your wings, I'm kind of looking at them going, they are a little bit bright. Honestly, for me, I feel like I need to ink the edges on the wings, or should I just leave it? Ooh, maybe I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so placement of the wings, you can see from underneath where they need to go. Okay, so right like that. It's a little bit higher because of these little things. Okay, so it's a little bit higher than your angel. Her wings are a little bit higher. It's okay. Don't stress. Don't sweat the small stuff, guys. And it's all small stuff, right? And I might want to adjust that. I might want to make it so it's a little bit closer. There we go. Okay. And then get that one in place. Okay. And I'm looking at it going, does that look good? It looks good to me. It looks good to me. Let me see if I can go a little bit closer in for you guys. And my camera's like, oh, there we go. There we go. Isn't she gorgeous? She is so pretty. Okay. I am done with this. And I'm going to glue this on here. So if you don't want to do a little bow, you don't have to. She's just going to have a little bow on her heart. And then in her hair, make sure her hair stays in place. I think it's so cute. Super cute. Okay, just a little dollop of hot glue right there. And then very carefully put that bow right on top of it. You can grab a squeegee and press down instead of putting your fingers on it. Sometimes the glue comes through and you don't want that to come through and burn you. Okay, what do you think, guys? I think she's gorgeous. I love this. I love the colors. So colors again, what I did was I base coated this in white. Base coating is your first color of paint, okay? And then her dress is the blush pink, okay? And then I chalked, and then I did the heart with Nominee, okay? I chalked with eucalyptus, and peachy keen is the color of her flesh. And then bark is the color of her hair. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in my little frame that we made. We made the frame earlier. This is going to fit right in here. Okay, so this fits right in here. Sometimes you need to put a little piece of blue painter's tape. If you're gonna hang it on the wall, you're gonna want blue painter's tape in there because, guys, it can fall out if it's just hanging on the wall. So here's your options for hanging or doing a stand. So let me show you. I'm not going to do the stand, but I'm going to show you how to do it. But isn't that great? This looks so good. And my camera is like totally. There we go. There we go. You wasn't sure how you felt about this transfer. Yes, I love it too. I love it like this. I love it in 3D. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this out, and I'm going to show you. So remember, there's that hole. So if it sticks, you just press your fingers in the hole and pop it out. Okay. But if you want it to stay and it's in an upright position on the wall, you're going to put a couple of pieces of blue painter's tape just folded up underneath. Isn't it gorgeous? It would be gorgeous just like this. Okay, let's set this to the side, and we're going to put, I'm going to show you on the back. Okay, pretend these squares aren't here. Pretend I didn't mess this one up. We're gonna put our little hanger things on the back. So this is like a sawtooth hanger. We're going to glue it up in the corner. This is just one I created. So you have your spacer, and then this will be on top of it. Okay, so the other option, if you want it to be a stand, I have this for you. Okay, so this would go right in here. Okay, so this would be flat. Don't worry about that. This would be right here. Okay, and then, so you would glue that on. We've done these before. And then these little pieces go on the side of each of these. See how there's a hole there? There's a hole there. Okay. And then this glues into here. See the little slots? Each of these fit into there. And then you have your little stand. Okay. So if you want to stand on it, this comes with it. So you can make a choice. You can make a decision on if you want a stand. I want mine to be on the wall because I'm going to have them at the craft show. I don't have a lot of space on my tables, so we're going to kind of use the hot glue gun to help us with this. So I'm going to put some of my glue, and then I'll put a little bit of hot glue to help me out so that it dries, so I can flip it back over to show you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to put some hot glue in the corners, just a little bit in the corners to help me. Okay. And that will just hold it right away so that I can flip it back over. They make double face thin tape. Yes, they do. They do. I like mine to have dimension. So whatever you want to do, I love the dimension. That's why I actually get that type. I have double stick tape that you can use too. But you guys get to make that decision. The kit doesn't come with that part. You guys will be able to decide if you want to do it where it's flat. But just know that plastic doesn't glue. Plastic doesn't stick. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we just did. We're going to put our regular glue. So the regular glue will take a while to dry. So it takes up to a day to completely dry 100%. So the hot glue is going to hold it right away so I can flip it back over. And I have these so that I can hang this on my grid at my craft show, and people can hang it on their wall at home. Okay, so this is just my own little creation that makes it easy for you guys. If you want to do something else, if you want it to be flat and you want to just use the command strips, you don't have to put this part on here. You can save this for another project. Okay. So there we go. So that's all in place. So then you would just hang it. You just hang it on a nail. Okay, gonna flip this back over, and let's put our little thing back in. Whoever she is. So let me show you what you would do if you're gonna hang this on the wall. You're gonna put a couple of pieces of blue painter's tape to hold it in. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sell this piece so that you can swap this out. But it's bowing a little bit right now because it got wet with the chalk paste. Okay, so it's going to be fine. But let's do this. So I'm going to push on that little hole at the back and pop it out. See that little hole? See my finger? We're going to put a few pieces of blue painter's tape on here to hold this in place so it doesn't fall off when I put it on the wall or when I put it at the craft show. And for me, at the craft show, I probably would actually glue this in place because my customers are not going to know that it's that you can switch it out. So, okay, so that's what I would do to hold it. That will just hold it in there. That's an easy fix. That's just like duct tape, right? But blue painter's tape will easily come out. So you're just going to fit it back in there and then just press that down. Okay, so that's going to hold it now. All right, so you press down on that blue painter's tape. And so now when you put that on the wall, it's not going to fall out. Okay, it's going to be held in. All right, let me put you up to myself. What do you think, guys? I think she's gorgeous. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm happy with all the colors. I think the colors all go together nicely. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think? Yes, give me some hearts. If you love it, give me some hearts. I would love some hearts. If you want a kit, I have the full kit. I have the chalk paste in little packets, so you can get that. I'm giving myself hearts. Make sure you're sprinkling. Make sure you're sharing so that other people can see this. All right, so let me just show you the back again. The back is not going to have these squares on the corners. That was a boo-boo. See how it's cut? I accidentally cut it. So, but I don't like to throw things away. So, I'll just make a fix. So the back is just going to be flat, and then you're going to be able to put the other stuff there. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go. I love this. So, this is already posted on the VIP group. I will post the frame. I'm going to go take a picture right now. I'll post the frame on my Shopify thing. I will also have the angel wing with the body all together in one piece with little holes in the corner to hang on wire. So you can hang that on the wall. Okay, so I'll have that. And then I'll also have just the body by itself. I'll do 2 sets of that. The body part with the heart and the hair so that you can purchase that. So I'm going to, let me clean up all my stuff. I got my brushes to clean up. I got my chalk piece. So give me about a half an hour and I'll have that on there for you guys. All right, guys. I love it. I love this one. I'm glad it turned out. I'm unplugging my glue gun right now, guys. So have a wonderful day. Tomorrow's Friday. Yay. I hope that you guys had fun. I know sometimes it's a long process, okay? But learning how to make the frame is important. And then next time we can just make the cutout and we can pop it out. I'll probably save one of these for myself. I'll probably save one and I have 3 of them cut out for me. I'll probably save one and take 2 to the craft show so that we can swap it out and we can do other projects. Maybe next month there's a really great transfer and we'll, or in January there's another great transfer, whenever the next thing is. I'm sure they'll slide another launch in there at some point. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. If you want the kit, run to the VIP group. I have 20 of these, so don't stress. It's not a big rush, but you can wait, If you just need the frame part, I'll put that in the Shopify website where all the other cutouts are, and you can grab it there. All right. Let me see questions. Questions. There's always questions right as I'm ending. Thanks, guys. I love it, too. I think she's mighty cute. I think she's mighty cute. Let me go in a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah, she's kind of cute, huh? All right, I love you guys. Bye. Have a great day.